So how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. It did feel like a big waste of time, didn't it? Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is that what old Mr. Kudo saw, the apron straps and the ribbon, and that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah. We gotta find one for Maggie, or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty. Oh. Good talk. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow. You think? Yeah. Everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Call in the officers for the briefing, quick. Can't you shut down the station's server? Chief, quit playing on the internet. But my email pen pal, Leet Asian Princess. Okay. Save it for later. I'm turning it off now. No. Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Keeping busy, more like panicking, if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. Hey, tell me about it. This must be the chief of detectives. He looks like he has the power to... He looks lost now that the power to his computer has been cut. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could write up some reports. Dear Leet Asian Princess, how are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night? Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send him my resume and become chief. Alright, well, yeah, that was good. I guess Maggie's still in questioning. But we've got questions to ask her too. Maggie. Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. Empty, as usual. We are making such good progress right now. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it. Come on. Hey, that sounds like... Now just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting real worked up about something. No, that's the wrong number. Yeah, looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is, and he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know. You're all being unreasonable. What were you all expecting Gumshoe to do? Just stand up in front of the court and blatantly lie? Of course he wasn't going to do that. You always blow apart my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it today? Well, sorry, there just weren't any holes in it, for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. I feel like that's not the case. I feel like a lot of the time you get through Gumshoe's testimony without that much going on. Would you have preferred crumbly, like aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So what, you think Maggie did it? What the fuck did you just say to me? So you think Maggie is the murderer? So, did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean? Well, how she put it again, can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. Something like that. What? What? But please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Oh, man. Poor Gumshoe. You feel better now? So, did you like the twin tea set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous, my hands were shaking. Bro, I feel the same way whenever I pay for anything. Oh, here goes my last dollar. So how did it taste? Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with it? Looks like he's thinking. What could be going on inside that head of his? That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste, and I just realized it's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. It's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you paid 20 bucks for it, you know? Maybe you should have found out about the price after he'd finished eating. Hey, Nick. Maybe that's why Glen L came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin tea set. If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glen L, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy. Why don't we ask Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? So what were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing, really. It just the daily exercise show. Real? What the? A psyche lock? This lunch special lobster sure is great. Then why are there tears in your eyes? Okay. Anyway, please tell me more. Oh, no, there he is. Okay, I don't know why I couldn't see him. He just looked so generic, he blended in. This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. L worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc., or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer company called Blue Screens Inc., huh? Yeah, you know. Before we go there, though... Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. I'll be back next month.
Wait, a natural amount. I will be waiting for you.
If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here.
Oh no, I will have everything ready, I promise.
I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles.
Oh no, stop it, I beg you.
Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you.
Oh Miles, no, this is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle.
Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart.
Oh no, you don't have to worry, you know. You worry far too much. There are two people stood right behind you, by the way. Maybe this will help you relax. It is the oil of sandalwood.
I do love raw meat from time to time.
Yeah.
I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye, for now. So, who's your girlfriend?
I have the shivers. I must rub some of my oil over my body before I become the nervous wreck. There, oh oui, that feels good. Oh la la, excusez-moi, monsieur.
My eyes.
Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this, the oil of sandalwood.
Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong?
Non, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, non. That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme.
Putting on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. But what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
But you are right, business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is the problem. People do not understand it. They think it is tray. I just wanted to think that my restaurant was exclusive.
But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays. Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong's a man, Maya? What are you all doing right now? What's this bit that you're all going along with?
That restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. No one will take it from me.
So who was that woman you were just talking to?
Oh la la, you saw that?
Well, yes, sorry. So who was she? She looked so polite and graceful. Alright, yeah.
Polite? Graceful?
And she likes raw meat and fires, right? Man. What girl doesn't? Real? In the same conversation, you're gonna give me a flashback for this? Now that I think about it. Hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well then let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens. Hey, bro, you wanna talk to me about your fucking debt?
So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with la broken wings.
An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it.
Oui, they kept harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them.
Help them? Help with what?
Mais bien sûr, if I did not owe them la money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied.
Please, what did you agree to help with?
Unknown, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with la salad garnish.
Ew, I hope he doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. Even though that's what he said. I'm gonna guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract, am I right?
Ah.
Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. The woman who was here earlier. I take it she's,
Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep in la debt. It is a sign of the bad world we live in,
I'd say it's more of a sign of the bad culinary skills.
The woman who was here, this scary woman, she is from the loan office.
Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from?
Oui, tender lender it is called.
Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money.
Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10.
$10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, get a bit more than that, thank you very much. So Tender Lender's the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. No, surely not.
I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like his slave. I have to do everything that he tells me.
Who's this he?
La tiger. La tiger.
The tiger?
Oui. He is the manager of the Tender Lender, a terrifying man, the big city mobster. When he shouted at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of the battered scooter he rides, I start to cry.
A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter. Does this guy resemble me by any chance? And by resemble, I do mean in the lightest possible manner.
Oh, no, no, no. That man has a presence, a most formidable personality. Unlike you, you little manlet, you waste of flesh, you truly pitiful man. Although, he does have less spiky hair just like you. Oui, there is a resemblance there, I suppose.
Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all.
If you want to visit the tender lender, it is just beyond Vitamin Square.
Hey, Nick. If you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Alright, let's go. Hey, man. I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway, at least not for now. Besides, I need more seeds today, and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Hey, look at this. Hey, check this out. I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you. Otherwise, you might be in for a shock. My phony must be lurking someplace nearby. Just imagine, a tiger, loose in the city. Meanwhile, the real phoenix is like an abandoned chick, lost in a vast urban jungle. Fucking relax. Where did that come from? Huh? Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope. Why is she trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony? Hey, are you in the strawberry or the apple? This place is so fruity. That's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favorites. How basic of you. Then that apple slide is perfect for you. And what is so perfect about it? Oh, come on, don't be a stick in the mud. Slide down it a few times. Go on. Woo! No way. I'd get covered in the sand if I slid down that slide. Anyone can see that. Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I'd give it a try, too. Okay. I guess we'll be leaving then. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? You're right. The vibe is quite perplexing, actually. Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Talk about a creepy voice. It makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. You're here to discuss a loan? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone, just like that. I guess we'll have to come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around. What's the worst that could happen from stealing from a mobster? You think it'd be okay? Of course, don't want to love it now. Coffee. Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here. But what about this case? There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud it's a wonder you can hear it. Damn, that's such a good line. Fuck. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger is into. Have you finished the coffee? Ah! Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So, you drank it all? If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. That coffee, it was laced with something, I'm sure of it. Nick, my stomach, it's killing me. Oh, wait, maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? Guys, you gotta relax. You're going way too hard for that. It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way. That one will make us drink more coffee if we do. Now, the desk. That's one impressive desk on one impressive rug. It's solid gold, Nick. Gold. Just look at that shine. Only real gold shines like that. Would you really want such a shiny desk, though? I don't know, but let's see what it feels like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow, I'm completely dazzled. That's because it's completely dazzling. I can see up my nose in the reflection. That's gotta be really distracting. So the desk isn't practical, no surprise there. Oh no, someone dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How'd she manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Excellent point. Oh, hey. There's a book of matches here, too. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a sec. What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says Tribulations. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Yeah, the pilot light for the off spoiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. What about this piece of paper? Let's see. This round doll thing is called a Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two to be more cultured, in case you're wondering. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? Heh. I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now this yellow thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know? Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these things aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? He's got a scooter. You fucking know he has a scooter. $1,500 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane. The car's registered to the Catavernius? Catavernius? Huh? So it's not even the Tiger's car? Why would someone else be repair bill be in the Tiger's office? Probably because he crashed into their car. You know? What's this? It's a punching bag. What? No way. You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that. What do you mean, walking around? The design's gross to start with, and it's way too heavy to be practical. And why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before back at Tribulations. Paris fashion is more my thing. I really, really hope she's pulling my chain on this one. Hey, look at this Parisian-style coat. It's so chic. Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. The same color as my suit. Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick, you've got to take a look at this. Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly. Otherwise... Sure? Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand? Ah, I'm scared, Nick. So, what were you so excited about before? Look, on the lapel of the suit. That's a fucking incredible attorney's badge. Is the tiger a lawyer? Maya. Come on. No way, look at this thing. It's made of paper. I believe that's cardboard, but... Did that say painted to be authentic? You gotta be fucking. Painted to look authentic? What do you mean? For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Right. Ah! Come out from under the desk, Maya.
What are yous two snooping around in my office for?
Nothing. We were just...
Oh, my precious carpet. Yous got ash on my rug. You gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door.
It wasn't us, it was our...
Yous wanna argue with me? Is that what you doing? You think yous can take me on? I'm gonna flatten yous two into pancakes and turns yous into my new rugs. Ah.
Oh, Don Tigre, you're back. Oh, that voice, it's like evil seeping into your head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray earlier and... Eek, she got a death wish or what?
Oh, right.
Huh?
Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing.
What?
I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you.
That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan.
Oh, Phoenix Wright.
Yes?
He's either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gotta come and mess up my plan.
So it was him. He's my phony. No, really?
But I don't care. No one gets in my way.
What? I mean, excuse me?
You should have left the little girl at home, right?
I have a few things I want...
No questions. This is the last time we meet.
Wait, please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you're one to talk, I didn't hear you scream hold it either. The espresso. And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? Nope, don't move. So I'm kind of curious about your company, Tenderlender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a friendly, family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest and an attractive repayment policy. Why do I get the feeling the sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tenderlender. Hey, Nick. Things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tenderlender is on your side. So let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then? We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. Right. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. The manager being the tiger? Furio Tigre. Furio? Tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Zin Eop's got a real name, Nick. Hurry up and find out more about him. I don't know why you can't just add that. Why do I have to go in here? Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre? Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the tiger and the scary woman doing working together? We are lovers. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to. Okay, Don Tigre, of course, I'm sorry. You saved her life. I'm sure I'd like to know how that happened. I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctors said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. Why'd you say it like that? But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. I just want to say, this one strand of hair right here is really fucking me up. Because it ends exactly on the line of her chin, it looks like she's got a crack running up the side of her face. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back, with my life, by serving him coffee and espresso. I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So is that why you got that bandage around your head? This? So what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. A fatal injury? Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about from before before when you said you had died once. Ugh, she really creeps me out, Nick. Same here. We gotta find out the truth. Would you like to tell me anything about the loan contract? About this? Okay. What about the man himself? Okay. Well, let's go over... Oh, we'll stop here. There he is! Old Seedy's back, feeding the pigeons again.
There, take this, on this, and get out of my park.
Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man. What are you doing, Maya?
Huh? Sure.
Yeah, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo.
Pigeon car.
Look, we really need to talk to you, alright?
Out with the demons, in with good fortune.
Ow, ow, ow. Seeds, shell splinters. Painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today.
Sure. Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was busy looking at the serving girl's backside. That he can't remember his face. A filthy, depraved animal.
So their accusations will be entirely correct?
Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lad's Java Cheeto.
We hear you.
And another thing, the young layabout was wearing an earpiece. On the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles.
We're really sorry.
So I made a little mistake about the vase, so what? I know what I saw, I'll tell you.
Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo.
Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this.
You said you were a craftsman, right?
Sure. The modern world casts on its craftsmen like me aside in droves.
Surely it's not that.
I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the times of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one. The needles were in my vein. Maybe that's not the best comparison.
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself.
I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole, objection.
Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood.
I've got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out.
If we let him start rambling, we might suck it up. Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then?
Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands.
Errands?
Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman?
Well...
Buy some bread, now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I'll just get in the way, don't I?
I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and at that restaurant? Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too?
Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned.
What? So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do?
Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The servant girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excuse me, why? You must call the police. Call them yourself. I should have said back then, but I didn't think of it at the time.
So did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze.
Did you call them on your cell phone?
Yeah, do I look like I have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone. Of course.
You went looking for one? Sorry, Spud. He was right on the desk and I sneezed right on him. Sorry, Spudling.
I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for like 5 minutes or so.
I can finally adjust my camera. Hold on.
Where's the window?
Come on, you're around here somewhere, you bitch. My one monitor is really fucked up. There we go. Perfect. Now, let's go.
I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened?
Yes, sirree. The owner was at Tribulations on his own.
Why didn't you mention this in court this morning?
Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you all bullied me out of the courtroom.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we remember.
It's not my fault, you're the ones to blame.
You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that woman, what are you doing? I mean that man alone in the restaurant. What are you doing? What's this thing you're doing here? Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant.
Ah. Oh, sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead.
We need to get more details about exactly what happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. Hold on, before we go. Would you like to tell me anything about Tigray? No. What about the bike? What about the piece of paper? Alright. Goodbye. Kitchen. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Ugh. Missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Alright, blue screen, ink.